That goes into this. There was one common theme. They're ready to stop the talking and start playing football.
Yeah, they were probably ready a while ago. Now they can just focus on it. It's done. The only talking they have to worry about now is post-game, and they hope that they'll be talking as the winning team.
And we'll see. You know, both sides come in with a game plan to start. We'll see how the adjustments are made throughout, because there are always adjustments in this game.
I want to see if they come out conservative, trying to minimize errors, or if they have enough confidence to attack early and try and take advantage of the other team's nervousness.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Gone!
Now Jackson on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Benson. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down.
Well, I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get it.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Set! 3-19! 3-19! Pick it up!
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball. Free and brings up third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Gone. Where you at? Who's that?
They'll set up to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Taking it about the 16. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins getting set to go here. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going into on your defense? Thank you. A huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
In trouble, and he's taken down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.
Gone!
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. He's got his man on the crossing route. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1, they had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB, too. Let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
Throwing is Jackson. Going up top. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Three down. Set! 3, 19!
From the gun, Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Blue 90! He's checking. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on first down. Out to his left. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up a throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Campbell. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Green 39! Green 39!
They'll drop to throw. He finds a man on a crossing route. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers,
now,
don't we?
56,
In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
They'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Hey, check. 3 down. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Ringo.
And to give this time to the tailback. Down to about the 22 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency play.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And they'll run it here. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll give it to him up the middle, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
This is fielded at the goal line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
He's going to let this one go deep. And they went for a big play through the air on second down, couldn't connect. Now it's third.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there. 44 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now back out comes the offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
We got three, fellas. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. You got motion there right there. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Back to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Now it's Jackson, forced out to his left. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Now Jackson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. First foray into the red zone for Miami. 1st and 10 at the 19. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now Jackson to throw again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Again, Jackson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. In for the score. And the Dolphins are in for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Elliott now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot.
3 down.
He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. 14 seconds, all that's left of this first half as they come up on 1st down. After the interception, here's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. Uncorks one for Davis. He's got a man, complete. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to put one out here to his running back. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
3 down.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Buying time to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
And that's his third sack, and that ties a Super Bowl record. Makes me think of my old college teammate, Reggie White. He had 3 with the Green Bay Packers in Super Bowl 31. Darnell Dockett of Arizona, Super Bowl 43. And Coney Ealer, 3 sacks for the Panthers against Denver in Super Bowl 50.
All those sacks, they've only had a big loss here as he's taken down.
How about that, partner? His second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
3 down. Hey.
Looking to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10.
Patriot!
And they'll go on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Dolphins on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. Jackson from the shotgun, escaping the pressure right. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. A big gain of 31 on third down.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Flush to his right. Throwing left side, it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a second and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 32. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And this is caught at the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They give him a gain of 38.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And thanks to the interception, the Dolphins offense cashes in with 6. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, but I almost want to go into that rip about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that. But a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves, which you'd wear in diving, but they would split too easily in the course of a game. Then the glove manufacturers got smart and started adding to it, and here we are today.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're going to have a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch.
And now here's another interception. Picked off near the 26. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so...
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield. I think it's intercepted.
Lucky 56.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He's going to fire one. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A very solid gain of 27. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Time for a break. We're back to crown a champion after this.
3 down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Dolphins have got it.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Now he'll throw deep left side. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off down at the 10. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They'll set up to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And able to to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Back to throw here. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him 7 on the play, and it's a second down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And now running right through him. Fights through and now a crease. And he's into the clear. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Elliott now to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And here now the offense heading back out there. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end that feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Green 39! Gone!
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 45. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. And the Lombardi Trophy has a home in South Florida. The Miami Dolphins are your Super Bowl champions.
Put your favorite rapper's name up